HUF, Hindu Undivided Family. I've received a lot of requests to divulge on this topic in the past, you can say 6, 8 months, and very recently in the recent past 1 to 2, 3 weeks as well. So, what is HUF? Who can make it? Who are the members? How can you register for the HUF? What is the taxation part? How can HUF be dissolved or partitioned? What is the tax saving potential? And what are the other things associated with it? Let's take up in today's video. Hi, I'm Dr. Bhavdeep Ahuja. I'm a dentist with 23 plus years of experience, and along with dentistry, I'm a trainer and coach for colleagues on the topics of practice management, medical legal ethics, consent, and finance in dentistry. So, in today's topic, I am going to take about the topic of HUF for the benefit of all my WhatsApp and Facebook community group members. I have a few things to share as well, which I'll be sharing in the WhatsApp group. And if you are not a member of my WhatsApp community, please do send me a message on FB. My ID is drbhavdeep, drbhavdeep. You can send me a request on Messenger and I will add you in the WhatsApp community. So let's begin today's video. So what exactly is HUF? It is a tax saving entity allowed by the Income Tax Department of India, which is which can be formed by Hindus, Buddhists, Jains, and Sikhs. These four communities are allowed to make a Hindu undivided family. Now, when we talk of HUF, people believe there is only one HUF. There are multiple members of HUF. If your grandfather, for example, your Dadaji, has an HUF, you can be a member of that HUF. If your father can have a separate HUF, you can be a member of that. You, as a nuclear head of your family, can have a HUF for you as well. Now, earlier there was a misconception that HUF needed to be for, even just for example, if we take the nuclear family, it has to be for four members, for husband, wife, and two, you can say sons and daughters, or any, or two daughters or two sons, whatever combination it is. At presently, you can have an HUF as you get married. You can have an HUF with your wife also. So technically, even two people can have an HUF as on today. So when you start a family, you are living in like a family. You can start an HUF. Now, as more people join in, means you have issues in the family. Issues means you have sons and daughters coming up in the family. They can become a member of that HUF. So a person can be a part of multiple HUFs, along being the head of his own HUF. For example, if you have your own nuclear HUF, the senior most member is known as the Karta. He will be the in charge of that HUF. For your nuclear family, you will be the Karta. For your father's HUF, your father may be the Karta, and you, along with your brothers and sisters, may be a part of that HUF. Your Dadaji's, if he is alive, hopefully. So if he is having his HUF, your father can be a member, you can be a member, because and there are, and your father's brothers and sisters and their sons and daughters can be a member of the family tree HUF. So even in one family, you can have multiple HUFs. I think that sets the bar clear of who can have, who can not have. Now, second, the thing is, who can be the head? The head is known as the Karta. Pre 2005, there used to be only sons who could have a, you can say, a share in the family property. But Hindu Succession Act 2005 brought about an amendment that daughters, even if they are married, can be a part of the HUF. Now, daughters, till they are unmarried, will be a part of your father's HUF, being the, you can say, sons and daughters of your father. And when they go and get married, they can be part of their husband's HUF or their husband's father HUF in their respective matrimonial home as well. So I think this you can say sentiment, or this fundamental has to be cleared, that you can form a multiple HUFs as well. But yes, the benefit is accorded to the Karta only. Even though you can, the only benefit is that being a part of multiple HUFs, HUF cannot be dissolved. It can only be partitioned, and each member has equal share. So if your Dadaji's HUF will be partitioned, you will get an equal share of, per member will get an equal share out of that. Similarly, it happens to your father's HUF. Yes, the family tree grows smaller. Maybe your Dadaji's family has three sons, three daughters, and there are further siblings. So maybe your share might come out, let's suppose, around 7%. In your father's property, maybe you have two brothers. There are no issues, filhal, you can say. Then your share might be technically your mother, your father, and you too. So if they dissolve the if HUF, your share will be approximately 25%. So if you and your wife are running an HUF and you decide to dissolve an HUF, your share becomes 50%. So technically HUF cannot be dissolved. So this sets the thing that you need to you can be a member of multiple, but you can be a karta of only one HUF, of which you are the nuclear head, and you have to be the senior most member of that HUF. Now, as you can say, if because of illness, if because of demise, or because of any reasons, the karta can't fulfill their responsibilities, then the next senior most member can become the karta. Now, this is regarding the members and the co-partners and the, you can say, the constitution of the HUF. Now, how to get registered? Now, I'll share a format in the WhatsApp community. So, regarding this, you just have to get an affidavit in the format the income tax department designs. Form that affidavit, make that affidavit. Along with that, send to the NSDL website or NSDL, you can say, you can do it online as well. You can send it physically also. You can make a request for getting a PAN number. To get an HUF in existence, you need to have a PAN number first. HUF cannot have an Aadhaar number since it is not a living individual, it is a virtual identity. So it'll need a PAN number. So once you get a PAN number after the application of the desired affidavit and the requisite fees, whatever it is, you get a PAN number, and using that PAN number, you can open up a bank account. Once you open up a bank account, your HUF comes into existence virtually. Now, who should opt for HUF? Number 3 question. If you have lot of parental property, ancestral property, or if you have multiple sources of income, or you have big rental income coming from commercial property courtesy of finance, you can say, or you get gifts from lot of your relatives like your father-in-law, mother-in-law, or uncles and aunties abroad who send you gifts, then it is always advisable to have an HUF created in your name. Now, taxation part. So the thing is, you can, if you decide that we contribute funds to our HUF, for example, you contribute 2 lakhs to your HUF, and you invest that money in the HUF through any shares, through LTCG, or whatever you can do investments, ATC investments other than PPF. PPF is not allowed. HUF used to allow PPF long time back, but now HUF cannot have its own PPF account. Other ATC investments you can do, but once you can say you donate, or you say gift or transfer 2 lakhs to your HUF, the members of the HUF, I mean, transfer 2 lakhs to the HUF, then whatever income that asset generates will be clubbed with your income. It is not at all HUF's income. So that is a myth I need to remove from many of yours minds. So please try to understand that. So yes, if you have a gift, let's suppose your father-in-law wants to gift you 5 lakh rupees. Now you get a gift. Now he might not be facing any taxation, but HUF faces taxation. Now, once HUF does transactions, even if they are smaller, it is advisable to file the ITR returns for that. Okay. Number 2, your father-in-law gifts 5 lakhs. 2.5 lakh is already exempted. Let's suppose you invest 1.5 lakh in tax saving FDs, or maybe ELSS, equity linked savings schemes, or you can say tax saving mutual funds. 4 lakh. Buy a medical policy for its members, exempted up to 25,000 rupees. So what is left? 2.5 plus 1.5 plus 25. 4,25,000 done. 75,000. You have to pay tax on 75,000 rupees. Now, Up to 5 lakhs income for individuals, 87A rebate comes into play, and you don't pay any tax. 12,500 is exempted. But 87A rebate is not applicable on HUF. So technically, even with a 5 lakh income, you have to pay that tax off on 75,000, given the example I just gave you. So what is the tax on 75,000 at 5%? 3750 plus surcharge. So if somebody gifts you 5 lakh rupees, even if you have to pay a tax less than 4,000 rupees, I think that is well enough the effort. That is well enough the gift received. So I think that should be a better option in terms of that. Now, what assets can HUF buy through its gifted amount? You can buy FDs, you can buy mutual funds, tax saving, you can buy shares. You can HUF can also have a demat account of its own, apply for IPOs as well. So you can buy shares, you can buy real estate, you can buy debentures, you can apply for IPOs, you can buy even a car in the name of HUF. Now, some people do this mistake. Which all incomes are to be put in HUF? Some people do this mistake that they start putting commission incomes in that. Income tax department does not recognize the commission incomes. So it is always better to show maybe interest income, rental income, dividend income, capital gains income, selling or buying of real estate income, or any other miscellaneous income that you can have, but try avoiding commission income. Now, when the HUF is doing such transactions, it is always better to file the ITR for the HUF. So technically, when you can say form an HUF, for example, if you have 4 members of your family, 4 adult members, I would say 2 sons and daughters, or 2 sons or 2 daughters, adult ones, your wife and you form of your nuclear HUF, you technically have 5 people saving tax. As I said, 87A rebate is not applicable in HUF, but you can considerably decrease your income. You can transfer your family income, rental income, ancestral income to HUF. So in a way that it should not be clubbed with your HUF. So this ways you have to understand that there are multiple ways to save tax. Now, HUF was created basically to bolster or strengthen the joint family culture, which is losing its relevance in today's times. So in North India, technically we have very less HUFs. So because of the reason that false 498A Dori cases are filed every other day, and sometimes you can say the wife becomes an equal partner, so very less people resort to it. In fact, if I were to give you a statistical data, 60% of matrimonial litigation in Supreme Court is from Punjab and Haryana High Court. It's 2 small states having one common High Court. 60% of whole India's litigation is from that one. So this is the reason it is losing relevance or having a very less existence in Punjab. But yes, in many states like Gujarat and Maharashtra, it is being wonderfully utilized. But as I said before, unless you have multiple sources of income, rental income, ancestral property, parental property, I believe there is no point in having an HUF. If you have all these, please go for an HUF, or else avoid it. So I'll be sharing the affidavit format in the WhatsApp group. If you want to be added in there, send me a message on my FB Messenger. I'll add you with your telephone number, with your WhatsApp number, of course. I'll add you. I hope you have found relevance in this video. This was a long pending request. I wanted to make a full-fledged video on this, a webinar kind of a thing. Maybe in near future, maybe I'll be taking up this. But as of now, I think this video should serve the purpose and clear many doubts of all of you. And this has been one non-stop extempore video without, you can say, any break in between. So if you found any value in this video, please do share with your friends and colleagues. And I see you in my next video next Wednesday pretty much soon. And in between, there will be a lot of shorts coming up. So keep visiting my channel. And if you have not subscribed yet to my channel, please do so and do hit the bell icon so that you are notified of the next video. Till then, bye-bye. Take care of your health, and Khuda Hafiz.